computer. Hello, friends. Miss Natalie here, and today I am going to show you how to create an op art drawing that focuses on face and color. It's going to create a figure ground illusion. That's where the foreground and the background are hard to tell the difference. Negative space and positive space kind of flip between, and you'll see why. And also do a really cool color optical illusion that it's just so much easier to show you than explain. So we're going to start with our paint layer that's kind of going to be our background, sort of. And we're going to choose this blue color, this really bright blue color. I have to say, these are the colors that I'm choosing for this assignment are the ones that really work best with this color optical illusion. You can like try different colors and see what happens, but I'm just going to say the three colors I'm choosing are the ones that work best. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take the line tool and I am going to just make a line down the middle, more or less. And then I am going to fill in the right side. Does that look straight? I'm going to try that line one more time because I feel like I may not have made it straight. Yeah, it just doesn't look straight to me. Well, it's not. Okay, one more time and then I'm moving on. There we go. Okay. And we're going to fill this in on the right side. Yay. And we're going to choose this very bright green. We're going to fill that in on the left side. And then I'm going to add a new layer. And to that layer, I'm going to add this sort of pink, well, not sort of pink, this very pink uh, color. And I'm going to make a circle. And one thing I like about Krita, that's the tool I'm using, that if I hit shift after I select a tool, it will make a perfect either a shape or line. It'll make a perfectly straight line or a perfectly round circle, which is pretty cool. All right, now I'm going to take the selection tool and I'm going to cut and paste because I want to prove this is the exact same color, the exact same shape. There's nothing different between these two circles. They are exactly the same. They're just on different quote unquote backgrounds. All right, and then I'm going to make that one layer by hitting Control E. That's how you do it in uh, Krita, the tool I'm using. All right, and then I'm going to create a new layer. And I'm going to go back to that blue. And I'm going to find my line. And right now it's only 10. I'm going to make it 30. And I'm going to zoom way in because I really want to make sure away that it is very precise. So I'm going to, oh, I've got my lines up here. So I'm going to see what it looks like if I put not the first, but the second. So like the 50 mark on my grid up here. What does it look like if I go up on my 50 mark, trying to get it precise, hit shift and go straight down? How does that look? Looks pretty good. Okay, what if I do this again on this 50 mark? That's too far away. What if I do it on the kind of quarter mark? What does that look like? I feel like these are not quite right size, but we're gonna try it. Okay. So we're gonna do another basically 1, 2. Not this one, but that one. Is that what we're doing? Is that the same distance? I don't think it is. All right, I'm going to undo. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to go Control C to copy and Control V to paste. That pastes it as a new layer, but then I can use this and I can make it the same distance, kind of go by eye. All right, and then I'm going to do that again. Copy, paste, make it copy, paste, and copy and paste. And just do that until I have the entire side covered. And if you want to be super precise, you could um, you could probably make sure that your pieces, so you have all these layers now that I'm going to have to kind of move around, move down. I could also just change I could cut. Okay, so I got that. So that's one side. And I'm going to go ahead and merge all of these, merge in Krita is you go into the layers and you hit Control E and it merges all the layers together. So now I have one layer with the lines, one layer with circles, and one layer with the quote unquote backgrounds. All right, now we are going to go to this side and green and use our lines. And we are going to go do the same thing. So I want to get nice and big so that I can figure out, feel like that's the right line to go on. Am I using I chose the wrong color and I'm not on the right layer either. So I want to undo and I want to create a new layer. Now I'm on the right layer. Okay. And I'm going to make this. All right, and go straight down with my green line. All right, and I'm going to do basically the same thing I did before. Make sure I feel like they're the right distance apart. Do my lines. I like the distance apart that they are, so I'm going to get my selection in a paint layer and I'm going to copy and paste. And if you're familiar with Krita, but you've only used vector layers, which I would be surprised because it's really more of a raster graphics, you'll notice that this is the select tool in a vector layer, but this is the select tool in a paint layer. So when I first started using Krita, I was very confused that there were different selection tools for vectors and paint because I'd never actually used a vector program before successfully. I tried to use Inkspace, but I was like so confused by it because I was used to raster or pixel based art programs like old school stuff like trying to think of one. No, not Photoshop. That's not what I'm talking about. Anyway, so whoops. I've been going down the line with these and not paying enough attention. So now I have to go back and move them up, but you can sort of see what's happening to the color of the circles. First of all, it's like the lines, it's like, is the green the foreground or is the blue the foreground? It, Sometimes it's the foreground, sometimes it's the background. That's sort of that space illusion. Or I should say, sometimes it's negative space and sometimes it's positive space. The official name for the optical illusion is now I've forgotten what the official name is. It's a figure ground illusion. That's what it's called, where you have trouble deciding in your brain what's foreground, what's background. Um, so yeah. But okay, now you can see these two circles are the exact same color when it is official. And I'm going to go ahead and collapse the green lines. So now I have a layer of green lines, a layer of blue lines, a layer of pink, and a layer of quote unquote background. And you can see that if I get rid of I get rid of all of these, you can clearly see these are the same colors. But if I put these lines on top of them, and even more, if I put the backgrounds behind them, you can see that the colors look different. Um, so it's kind of cool. It can work with some other colors. I would say that these are the colors it works best with. So go out, play around, um, try a figure ground illusion, try this color optical illusion, and make some op art.